Hi, welcome back to Faith Series once again. Today we are going to learn from the life of Joshua. Joshua was an amazing person from the Old Testament. He took the reins of Israel after Moses died. He was one of the two people who made it to the promised land from the original generation which set out from Egypt. He was a man of faith. Under his leadership, Israel did very well. They won many wars and had many victories. We are going to read a scripture which shows the faith of Joshua very clearly. Just before going to that scripture, I want to give a little bit background about the situation. Before going to the promised land, God asked Moses, send out one person from each tribe to the promised land and explore the land to find out about the people there, to find out about the situation there, so that when they go and take the land, they will be prepared. So all these people went, 12 people went, but 10 of them came back with bad report. They felt like the people there are very huge in size. These people, Israelites, cannot defeat them. But two of them, Joshua and Caleb, they were outstanding. They had faith in the power of God. And they believed Israelites can go and conquer the land. So let us read that scripture. Let us go to Numbers chapter 14, verse 5 to 10. It says here, then Moses and Aaron fell face down in front of the whole assembly gathered there. Joshua son of Nun and Caleb son of Jephunneh, who were among those who had explored the land, tore their clothes and said to the entire Israelite assembly, the land we passed through and explored is exceedingly good. If the Lord is pleased with us, He will lead us into the land, a land flowing with the milk and honey, and will give it to us. Only do not rebel against the Lord, and do not be afraid of the people of the land, because we will devour them. Their protection is gone, but the Lord is with us. Do not be afraid of them. But the whole assembly talked about stoning them. Now here in this situation we see the whole Israelites, they were negative in their approach because this bad report spread among them. And all of them were upset against the leadership. At this point in verse 10 it says that the whole assembly wanted to stone the leadership. That was the situation. When the majority is against us, the majority is having a different opinion, it is not easy for us to say something different. Normal temptation for all of us is to say what the majority is saying. Go with the crowd, go with the majority. That is a normal temptation we all have. But because Joshua and Caleb had faith, they were different. Joshua stood up and said, we can conquer the land. We can defeat those people. What made him say that? Because he had faith in God. He also had faith that made him outstanding, made him different. Normally, people don't want to be different. They want to be with the crowd. They don't want to stand out from the crowd. Standing out from the crowd and to be different, it needs faith. And Joshua had that kind of a faith. Today in our lives also, these kind of situations can come. There can be people around us saying something bad, something different from what you think. Many times the assumption is that the majority is right. But there can be situations where majority can be wrong. In this situation here, majority was wrong. In that kind of a situation, will we be standing alone and having a different opinion from the crowd? Will we be able to have that kind of a faith? Now that is something we need to think about today. That is something we can learn from Joshua's life today. that if the crowd is doing wrong, we don't have to be with them. We can be different, but we need to have that faith and courage to stand against those kind of a crowd and those kind of opinions. So today, how about us? Are we having that kind of a faith that make us different? Are we people who speak our mind? Are we people who speak what is right if the crowd is wrong? Today, let us learn this lesson from Joshua. Next week, we will be learning from the life of Rahab. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you.